The 1960s, like any other decade, had their own culture, history, and standards. The classic Hollywood bombshells and sex symbols that dominated the media are one of the standards that have remained relevant in popular culture. Join Factsverse as we reminisce about the hottest women of the 60s we can't get enough of. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was an American actress, singer, and model who's still regarded as a pop culture icon today. The LA native is best known for portraying blonde bombshell characters and was a popular sex symbol of the 50s and early 60s. She began her career as a successful model before moving on to dominate the film industry. By the 50s, she had established herself as one of Hollywood's most coveted stars. Despite her accomplishments, she battled substance abuse, depression, and anxiety. Her struggle eventually led to her death in her home at age 36 from a barbiturates overdose. Sharon Tate. Sharon Marie Tate Polanski was an actress and model. Before breaking into Hollywood and featuring often in fashion magazines, she held minor roles in TV shows. Her acting talents saw her as one of Hollywood's most promising newcomers. The 1960s pretty face is best known for her role as Jennifer North in the 1967 cult classic film Valley of the Dolls, which earned her a Golden Globe Award nomination. Unfortunately, she was tragically murdered alongside 4 others, including her husband, by the Manson family. She was reported to be 8.5 months pregnant at the time. Raquel Welch. This actress and singer was born September 5, 1940. She came to the limelight for her role in Fantastic Voyage in 1966. She became a sex symbol in the 60s with images of her in the doe-skin bikini from the movie 1 Million Years BC. Over the years, she has received lots of accolades for her looks. In 2011, she was ranked number 2 by Men's Health in its Hottest Women of All Time list. Not only was she a bombshell, she was also an iconic actress. She won a Golden Globe Award in 1974 for her role in The Three Musketeers. Ann-Margret. Born Ann-Margret Olsen, this Swedish-born actress, singer, and dancer is remembered best for her roles in Bye Bye Birdie, All's Fair in Love, and others. She has earned herself 5 Golden Globe Awards, an Emmy Award, and numerous award nominations. She's also a decorated singer, having released a successful gospel album and a Christmas album. Her career began in 1961 and lasted for over 5 decades. Natalie Wood. Wood began her acting career in her formative years and was already a star as a teenager. She's notable for her roles in films like Rebel Without a Cause, Splendor in the Grass, and Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. In the 70s, she took a break from acting to become a mother of 2. She later resumed her career with several TV productions, including Here to Eternity, for which she received a Golden Globe Award. Sadly, she drowned off the coast of Catalina Island, November 29, 1981, at age 43. Sophie Loren. This Italian actress was born Sofia Costanza Brigitte Villani Ciccolone. She began her career at age 16. She rose to international prominence with performances in The Pride and the Passion, Houseboat, and It Started in Naples. Her delightful acting talent has made her a recipient of a Grammy Award, 5 special Golden Globe Awards, and a BAFTA Award, amongst others. In 1991, she received the Academy Award for Lifetime Achievements. She's also been named as one of the greatest female stars of classical Hollywood cinema by the American Film Institute. Ursula Andress. Born March 19, 1936, Ursula is a Swiss actress, former model, and one of the most popular sex symbols of her generation. She starred in American, British, and Italian films, making her a worldwide sensation. She is popularly known for her breakthrough performance as Bond girl Honey Ryder in Dr. No, the very first James Bond movie. She's also featured in notable movies like Clash of the Titans, Casino Royale, and The Blue Max. Before we move on to the next set of women, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Jacqueline Bisset. English actress Winifred Jacqueline Fraser Bisset first came to prominence in 1968 with her performance in The Detective, Bullet, and The Sweet Ride. She earned roles in notable movies and TV shows including Who's Killing the Great Chefs of Europe, Class, Joan of Arc, and several others. By virtue of her talent, she scored a Golden Globe Award for her role in the BBC miniseries Dancing on the Edge. In 2010, she was awarded the Légion d'honneur France's highest order of merit. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn was a British actress, humanitarian, and fashion icon. She began her career in West End musical theater productions as a chorus girl. She rose to fame with her performance in Roman Holiday, for which she won an Academy Award, a Golden Globe Award, and a BAFTA Award. She also received a Tony Award that same year. To date, Hepburn remains one of only 15 people to have received Academy, Emmy, Grammy, and Tony Awards. During her lifetime, she devoted much of her time to humanitarian work in some of the poorest communities across the globe. She was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in recognition of her work, but she died a month later at age 63. Elizabeth Victoria Montgomery. She was an American film, stage, and TV actress. She's well known for her portrayal of Samantha Stevens in the TV series Bewitched. She was introduced to acting in the 1950s by her father, who also featured her in his television series Robert Montgomery Presents. She became a sensation when she won a Theatre World Award for her Broadway debut, Late Love. Her role as Samantha Stevens put her on the pedestal of fame and earned her numerous nominations. Aside from her acting career, she was active in political activism and humanitarian work. She died May 18, 1995, at age 62. Brigitte Anne-Marie Bardot. BB, as she's often known, is a French former actress, singer, and animal rights activist. For her sexually liberated and hedonistic lifestyle, she's regarded as a famous sex symbol of the 50s and 60s. She rose to prominence as a result of her performance in And God Created Women. By the time she retired from acting and singing in 1973, she had appeared in 47 films, recorded over 60 songs, and performed in several musicals. She went on to become an animal rights activist. In 1985, she was presented with the Legion of Honor, which she declined. Despite her departure from the spotlight, she's still a vibrant pop culture icon. Claudia Cardinale. The Tunis native is an actress and featured in some of the most successful European films of the 60s and 70s. At age 19, she won the title of Most Beautiful Italian Girl in Tunisia and was awarded a trip to Italy. Her time in Italy ushered her into her film career, and she quickly gained fame as a screen goddess. Not only did she dominate Italian cinema, but that of Hollywood, France, and the UK as well. She's also a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador for the defense of women's rights. Cardinale was named by the LA Times Magazine as one of the 50 most beautiful women in film history in 2011. Julie Frances Christie. The British actress's first movie success came with her role in Billy Liar. She toiled her way to fame with performances in Darling and Dr. Zhivago. She was an icon of the 60s and a recipient of an Academy Award, a Golden Globe Award, a BAFTA Award, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. In 1997, she was honored with a BAFTA Fellowship, the highest honor bestowed by the British Academy. Christie has featured in 6 of the 100 greatest British films of the 20th century, ranked by British Film Institute. Angie Dickinson. Angeline Dickinson is an American actress who began her career in the 1950s in anthology TV series. She achieved stardom with roles in Gun the Man Down and Rio Bravo. She has received prestigious acting accolades, including 2 Golden Globe Awards, 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, a Saturn Award, and numerous nominations. At the end of her 6-decade career, she'd starred in more than 50 movies, including Pretty Maids All in a Row, The Outside Man, and Big Bad Mama. Dame Enid Diana Rigg. The English actress began her career on stage. She later joined the Royal Shakespeare Company following her 1957 debut in The Caucasian Chalk Circle. She then transitioned to TV acting, where she portrayed Emma Peel in The Avengers. She made her Broadway debut in 1971 in the play Abelard and Eloise. In 1994, she won the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Play for playing the title role in Medea. She's best known for her role as Olenna Tyrell in Game of Thrones. For her contributions to drama, she was awarded a CBE in 1988 and was made a Dame in 1994. Now it's time to hear from you. Which one of these bombshells is your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to FactsVerse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.